To solve a quadratic equation, it needs to be in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The leading coefficient is important because it tells us which method we may want to choose for factoring. Here, the leading coefficient is 1. There's no number written in front of the x squared, so it must be 1 because 1 times x squared would leave you with x squared. This method is called crisscross, and it goes by many other names. Underneath the x squared, we're going to write 2 factors of x squared. X times x. Underneath the 21, we're going to write 2 factors of 21. 3 times 7. Okay, let's see if this works out. This is a specific type of guess and check. Now I know that one of these has to be negative because 3 times 7 does not equal negative 21, but I don't know which one yet. So keep that in mind. One of them is positive, one of them is negative for these numbers. Multiply across the diagonals to check whether you would get the middle term. X times 7, and over here I'll write it kind of like scratch paper, 7x, x times 3, 3x. Is there any way I could get a negative 4x out of 3x and 7x? Yeah, well, one of them has to be positive, one of them has to be negative. If they come out to be negative, then the bigger one has to be negative. Negative 7, positive 3. That gives me negative 4x, which is indeed my middle term. The sign that's here moves horizontally. Sign here moves horizontally. And my factors are, reading straight across, x plus 3 and x minus 7 equals 0. Now you have completed factoring, but you need to solve by using the zero product property. The zero product property states that if a times b equals 0, then a equals 0 and or b equals 0. So this factor must equal 0, and then solve for x by subtracting 3 on both sides. This factor must also be equal to 0. Add 7. If you want to check to see if these are correct, you can plug them into the original equation, and you should get 0 equals 0. Let's try. Negative 3 squared minus 4 times negative 3 minus 21 equals 0. Negative 3 squared. And we get 0. 0 equals 0, so negative 3 is a solution. Now we'll check 7. Zero. Therefore, negative 3 and 7 are in fact solutions for this quadratic equation.